Have you ever wondered if you are truly prepared for the surprises life has in store? What if one of those surprises is a significant encounter, guided by greater forces? Often, we ignore signs or fail to open our hearts out of fear or insecurity. But what if now is the right time for a profound change, to welcome someone special who is on their way, destined for you for divine reasons? How do you know if you are ready to receive this gift? My name is Eduardo, and in this video, I help you reflect and prepare for this unique moment. Understanding the complexity of relationships and the vulnerability that comes with them is not easy. Many of us carry scars from past loves, deep wounds that make us question if it's worth risking again. We know that opening up to the new is a challenge, especially when past experiences have left us wary of trusting and loving again. The idea of committing to a new relationship can be uncomfortable, especially if we felt the pain of betrayal or romantic disappointment firsthand. However, there is a greater truth that we often ignore amidst fear and hesitation: the promise that hope, anchored in divine love, does not disappoint. This is a clear message found in Romans 5, reminding us of the unconditional love guaranteed to us, a love that goes far beyond our past wounds and invites us to look to the future with positive expectations. In this process of healing and opening up to the new, it is crucial to recognize that our reluctance to open up again can distance us from the plans that God has for us. Often, this fear manifests as a series of excuses not to commit, a clear sign of a heart that has not yet found enough peace and hope to take a step forward. This resistance can lead us to ignore opportunities to meet someone special, someone who could be exactly what we need and what God has planned for us. The tendency to close oneself off to love, to cling to non-existent standards, or to reject potential partners without really knowing them, is a reflection of the fear of getting hurt again. However, by doing this, we deny ourselves the chance to experience genuine love and fulfill what may be an essential part of our destiny. In the face of these challenges, the message I convey is not to pressure you into jumping into a romantic relationship without thinking. On the contrary, it is an invitation to consider the possibility of opening your heart again, with the awareness that God may be preparing someone incredibly special to enter your life. Someone who not only understands your struggles but is also willing to walk alongside you, sharing love, support, and understanding. For this to happen, it is essential to keep an open mind and heart to the opportunities that arise. Allow yourself to consider that the next significant encounter in your life may be more than coincidence. It may be a divine sign, a carefully planned gift intended to enrich your life and bring you joy and fulfillment. Opening up to the new requires courage, a willingness to be vulnerable again, and above all, faith in the greater plan that guides us. Recognizing and accepting this is not just an act of hope but also a step towards a future where love, in its purest and truest form, is not only possible but abundant. By allowing yourself this chance, you make room for miracles to happen, for divine love to transform your life in ways you never imagined possible. Often, we encounter challenges and obstacles that make us question if we are truly ready to welcome someone special into our lives. Sometimes, even when that person appears, there can be an internal resistance, a hesitation to open our hearts, possibly due to past fears or hurts. It's a fact that everyone wants to find their soulmate, but there are times when that person does not meet your expectations, or your desire for a relationship may have diminished due to past experiences. In these situations, you may not welcome this person with open arms. In fact, you may push them away. This video delves into the common causes of this resistance, offering alternatives that can help overcome these barriers. One of the most significant reasons for this reluctance is disbelief in compatibility. Often, we think we know exactly what we want in a partner, someone who shares our interests, aligns with our values, or simply makes us feel good. However, the reality of compatibility goes far beyond these mental lists. It touches something deeper, something we cannot always grasp on our own. The idea that the heart wants what it wants suggests a freedom of choice purely based on desire. However, this desire can be misleading, leading us to ignore clear signs of incompatibility or idealize someone who is not what we really need. Proverbs 16 offers us a humble and enlightening perspective. Despite our plans, there is a greater force, God, the universe, the force you choose to believe in, that guides our steps. This does not mean that we are doomed to a predetermined fate without choice, but that there is a greater wisdom that can guide us to healthier and more meaningful relationships. This divine or universal guidance reminds us that, no matter how much we think we know what is best for us, our vision is limited. We may close ourselves off to people who, at first glance, do not seem to meet our wish list, but who, deep down, have exactly what we need to grow, love, and be happy. The reluctance to accept this often stems from fear of getting hurt, fear of being wrong, or simply fear of the unknown. In this sense, how can we then face and overcome this doubt about love and compatibility? First, it is vital to recognize and accept that we do not know everything. This not only humbles us but opens our hearts to learn and experience in ways we never imagined. Accepting that our plans may not be the best and that there may be a more enriching path for us is the first step to truly finding love and satisfaction. It is also essential to cultivate an open mind. This means giving a chance to someone who does not check all the boxes on your list but awakens something within you, something genuine and deep. It may mean re-evaluating what you consider a non-negotiable in a partner and discovering that some of the things you valued before are not as important as connection, mutual respect, and love. Finally, trusting in this process requires faith. Faith in yourself, in your ability to love and be loved, and faith in a higher power that guides us. This does not mean ignoring your discernment or warning signs, but rather that you are willing to trust there may be a greater plan for your love life. Passion is a powerful force, capable of moving mountains and creating love stories that seem straight out of a romance novel. However, this same passion has the potential to cloud our judgment, leading us to overlook serious problems or justify behaviors that would otherwise be deemed unacceptable. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, leads us to a profound reflection on the deceptive nature of the human heart, reinforcing the need to maintain a clear perspective even when overwhelmed by love. This biblical warning is not just an echo of ancient wisdom, it finds resonance in very real and unfortunately common situations in our society. A striking example is the issue of domestic violence. Victims of such abuse often find themselves trapped in a cycle of justification, unable to see the reality of their suffering due to the love they feel for their abuser. This is an extreme example but serves to illustrate how love and passion can blind us to the truth and lead us down paths that endanger our physical and emotional well-being. Passion, though intense and often celebrated as the pinnacle of romantic feeling, needs to be balanced with reason and reflection. Ignoring red flags or justifying toxic behaviors in the name of love can lead us into dangerous situations where the emotional cost can be devastating. Recognizing the warning signs and questioning our own perceptions and feelings is crucial to maintaining healthy and safe relationships. The message here is not to avoid love or passion, but to approach them with a healthy balance of emotion and rationality. It is vital to listen to our intuition and pay attention to warning signs, even when our hearts try to convince us otherwise. Learning to differentiate between true, healthy love and blind passion is an important step in building relationships based on mutual respect, trust, and safety. Moreover, it is essential to seek support when we find ourselves in situations of doubt or confusion. Talking to trusted friends, seeking professional guidance, or even turning to advice from reliable sources can help us see our situation from a new perspective. Self-awareness and self-reflection are powerful tools in the journey to understand our own hearts and make decisions that promote our well-being and happiness. Admitting that we do not have all the answers, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, is an act of humility and courage. We often make plans and create expectations based on our own experiences and desires, forgetting that life, in its infinite wisdom, has bigger and richer plans for us. Proverbs 14 reminds us of the importance of recognizing this truth, pointing out that paths that seem right to us may, without divine guidance, lead us astray. This realization is not just a matter of faith, it is an openness to experiences that transcend our limited understanding. By opening ourselves to the unexpected, especially in love, we give room to be surprised by people who, at first glance, may not fit the mold of what we thought was the ideal partner. This openness to the unknown is where the true magic of love lies, the ability to grow, learn, and ultimately find joy and fulfillment in ways we never imagined. Trusting in this process means letting go of our judgments and prejudices. It means understanding that love often comes in forms we do not immediately recognize. It could be someone who challenges us, takes us out of our comfort zone, or even someone who, at first glance, seems to be the opposite of what we thought we wanted. However, it is precisely in this challenge, in this difference, that we can find the potential for true growth and for a love that is both transformative and enriching. Understanding this requires an act of faith, faith in something greater than ourselves, whether you call it God, destiny, the universe, or any other force. It means believing that there is a plan for our happiness, even if we do not see it clearly. And when this faith is put into practice, we open ourselves not just to love, but to a new level of understanding about what it means to be truly connected to another human being. If you find yourself hesitant about love, out of fear, past experiences, or disbelief that you can find someone who complements your life in a meaningful way, perhaps it is time to reflect on these resistances. Ask yourself, are these feelings based on concrete realities or unfounded fears? Opening your heart to love may seem like a leap into the unknown, but it is also a step towards a life full of joys and discoveries. The pursuit of love is a path of constant learning and openness. Trusting that we are being guided to find true love requires patience, faith, and the willingness to accept love in its various forms, many of which may be surprising. Allow yourself to live this adventure, trusting that, in the end, the love you find will be exactly what you need to complement and enrich your life in ways you never could have imagined. Overcoming a broken heart is an intimate and often arduous journey. The wounds left by past relationships can create invisible barriers that prevent us from opening our hearts again, out of fear of facing similar pain. However, it is precisely at this point of vulnerability that we are invited to exercise faith and hope, essential pillars for emotional healing and for receiving new blessings in our lives. Philippians 3 encourages us to look forward, not to be bound by past pains and failures, but to focus on the possibilities and promises of the future. Jeremiah 29 expands on this vision, reinforcing the affirmation that God has plans for prosperity, not calamity, to give us a future of hope. This divine promise is not just a balm for wounded souls, but also an invitation to trust the unknown, to believe that beyond the pain there are greater and more beautiful plans reserved for us. Accepting this invitation requires an act of courageous faith, a step beyond the shadows of the past, toward the light of a new beginning. The difficulty in letting go and moving forward is not an insurmountable obstacle, but a natural stage of the healing process. Allowing yourself to feel, recognize the pain, and gradually release it opens space in the heart for new experiences, new loves. Trusting in God and His plan for our life means believing that He will lead us to someone who can bring joy, complement, and true love, even if that person is very different from what we imagined. God, in His infinite wisdom, knows our deepest needs, our most intimate desires, and is always working in our favor, even when we do not realize it. His constant presence in our journey, in moments of joy and pain, is a reminder that we are not alone. He desires our complete happiness and offers us opportunities for growth, including through relationships that challenge, shape, and enrich us. Therefore, facing the fear of a new beginning is an act of bravery, a testament to our ability to overcome and our faith in the greater love that surrounds us. It is not easy, but it is possible, with patience, prayer, and trust, to find the way back to light, hope, and love. Do not let the scars of the past dictate your future. Instead, open yourself to the infinite possibilities that await, trusting that the best is yet to come. Accepting divine love in all its forms is a crucial step towards healing and living a full and abundant life. God has the best for us, and trusting in this love is the first step to discovering the joys that the future holds. May this video be a reminder for you to trust more in God and less in your own understanding and desires. May you open your heart to divine love and be ready to receive the blessings that God has prepared for you. And above all, may you live your life in harmony with the divine will, always seeking God's wisdom and guidance in all your decisions and relationships. Stay attentive and open to changes, knowing that the universe is always taking care of you. Click the button below to claim this message and its blessings, and leave a positive comment to spread goodness. Did you know there is an image of your possible soulmate that you can discover now? It could be someone you already know or someone who is about to enter your life. Do not miss the important message that awaits you in the next video. May the universe guide your steps with love and wisdom. Amen.